Hi, thank you for stopping by and listening. Today I want to talk to you about working with saints. If you've been following my blog for any time, you would have noticed a couple of posts here and there about either working with saints. I think I've written about Saint Martha the Dominator and Saint Expedite. And also, it's quite an old post, I think I wrote this several years ago, I wrote about pagan saints. It's a concept that interests me because a lot of saints started life as pagan deities, and then the church came and took them over and made them, well, into saints, which was much more palatable for the congregation or for the priests or whoever. So you find that the names of saints are actually gods in disguise. For example, lots of churches are named after Saint Martin in the Fields. Now, Saint Martin is Mars in disguise, but the Mars before he became a great big fearful war god, when he was actually a god of agriculture. So we still see those names still played out today. Another example is that a lot of churches on hills are called Saint Michael, and Saint Michael is seen as the sun god of the old Celtic clue. And on the other side, Saint Mary springs up in churches where there used to be pagan worship for the goddess. So there's so much research to be done, and I've only got a little splattering of it, but it keeps me interested. But what I am interested in, and what can be used without loads and loads and loads of research, is using the saints in your magical practice. Now, most people think that saints are particularly Catholic, and that if you follow a pagan path, you wouldn't necessarily think of them as obvious choices to work with, unless perhaps you follow hoodoo, which is a shame, because saints have been around, well, in various guises, and for hundreds and hundreds of years. So people who have worked through them through the Catholic faiths have built up an energy, a thought form, and a system of working with them. If you go onto any kind of Catholic website, you can find a list of Catholic saints and what they're used upon, who they call upon to do certain things, like moving house, or the patron saint of shoemakers, for example. So if you wanted to work with a spirit, an ancestor, that then you've got a list there ready made without you having to do a great big deal of research. Now, I'd like to talk about a few of the saints that might interest you, and the different things that they can be called upon to be used. The saints that I've used here in my example in a minute have a particular, probably more of a hoodoo flavour, but the origins are probably Catholic, which probably were pagan, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a bit about, I think I've got 10 or 12 saints, so you can see where they could be quite useful. When working with saints, just remember that it's working with any kind of spiritual entity, and be respectful, and sometimes that they need offerings left, and you have to do a bit of deal making with them, so you don't give your offering before you get what you want, because they might not deliver. This is true especially with working with Saint Expedite. Make sure you deliver what you promise, and he likes cake, so I mean, that's good. But don't give it beforehand, because he might not be speedy and deliver what you want. Anyway, let me tell you a bit about several saints. Right, first of all, let's talk about Saint Alex. Saint Alex causes undesirable people and events to leave your life, but he does so gently, so you can work with him to get people out of your house that maybe have overstayed their welcome. There is one important aspect with working with Saint Alex, is that if you use oils or powders dedicated to him, never use them in your own home, because it makes everything, you might lose everything, including your home, because he will vacate the whole lot. So if you're going to use oils or powders for St. Alex, make sure it's outside. Now, St. Anthony of Padua, he can be called up to work with really absolutely anything. He's a very versatile saint, and he can be used to find lost objects or missing persons or even lost souls. Saint Barbara, she's a great protector and will protect you from attacks from your enemies, and she can be very fierce, so you really want to make sure she's the right saint to work with, because she will conquer and dominate. Use with caution. Then you've got St. Clare. She's much more gentle. She helps you find people who are of marriage material. So if you're looking for love and commitment, then St. Clare may be the saint to help you. Next, we've got St. Edugivus. Now she works like a charity, I suppose. She helps set innocent people free from prison, and she helps people who are poor or down on their luck find food and money. St. Expedite, he's a favourite of mine. You use him to do things when you want very quick results. He likes, his offering is pound cake afterwards, so don't forget that part. We've got St. Helen. Now she has kind of got a double purpose. She can be called upon to remove hexes and negativity that has been used against you, but it's also said that she can fully dominate and control the will of other people, so that you can get what you want, and they will have no option but to fall in love with you. So she can be used for love spells, but think carefully about using her. Next, we've got Saint Ignacio de Loyola. Now this saint will work on your behalf to destroy malicious spirits that are threatening you or causing harm to you or the people that you love. He's a great protector, so you can use him. St. Joseph, he's fun. If you're selling your house, you call upon St. Joseph, and he will help you sell your home and help you find a new one. He's become known, particularly recently anyway, for selling houses, which is great, I suppose, when you're in a recession. But he's also a popular choice to stop slander and people talking about you, and to ease the transition from this life to the next. So you can call upon St. Joseph to make the journey easier for people who are dying. Next, we've got St. Lazarus. Now you can work with St. Lazarus to heal or to harm. His speciality is infectious diseases, so whatever your motives there. Then we've got St. Martha the Dominator. She helps you overcome difficulties and bring back harmony into the household, and she can help keep strayed lovers by your side if you really want them back. We've got another good saint to work with is St. Martin Caballero, and he's a lucky saint. So if you're feeling down on your luck and you want an extra dose of luck, call on St. Martin. He will also help you with gambling. We've got St. Michael. St. Michael is a great saint to call upon for protection, and he can either protect you with a preemptive strike, so he's not all kind of gentle, he'll go out and get your enemies before they have time to attack you. Also, you can work with Saint Michael the Archangel, which are the same saints really. And Saint Michael the Archangel is particularly known for his fiery wall of protection, which is one of the strongest protection formulas you can make in the name of the saint. It's said that not much actually gets through Saint Michael's fiery flame, and Saint Michael can also bring healing. And finally, if you're having a spot of bother with slander and gossip, then ask Saint Raymond to shut it down and work with you. I hope you've liked my brief introduction to the saints. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds to choose from. These are popular ones that have been used, particularly in hoodoo. I've had great success, I find, working with saints. So, research, find saints to work with. If you want particular saint powders or saint oils, come and visit my shop. I've got oils and powders for all of the saints that I've mentioned, so you can use it to anoint candles, for floor washes, to sprinkle around your home, apart from Saint Alex, of course, because otherwise you won't have a home left. There's more information. I've got a couple of articles on saints as well, to give you a bit of history. If there's anything in the shop that you see, that you don't see and you would like, let me know. My website is www.witchshop.co.uk, and if you're not really interested in the saints but want to get a daily dose of witchiness, come visit my blog, www.witch-blog.com. Thank you, until next time, bye.